In the variations you're doing now with the idea of a mother, but specifically in this context where you're going to be going to another country, you're going to go to Ukraine, which is right now in the middle of conversations of all political signs because the conflict of the Russian and Ukrainian. So you're just going to go to that area, to Kyiv, to the city, with the project of painting mothers.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Basically, the Motherland project started with a talk. Like most stuff that I do, started with a simple talk with my agent in the Eastern Europe, and we just talked about a project, and I came with the idea of painting mothers, especially when we talk, because we have contacts in the Ukraine, we have contacts in Russia, and for all that I care, I don't care. There's no right and wrong in conflicts like that, and the idea is, I wouldn't say the idea is to provoke, but the idea is to just show that there is another side for any conflict. And by the Motherland project, that's why I called it the Motherland project, is basically taking the point where most conflicts are being propagated with defending the motherland, fighting for the motherland, and this is something totally absurd, because what mother will leave her child consciously to die in the battlefield, to die a stupid death, actually, to die a stupid death for stupid people, for a stupid reason. We have only one life, and I think that it takes sometimes to bring a child to this world is for a lot of people are present. Well, most of the cases, not all of them, of course. But we never think about it. We never really, since so me going out to the Ukraine and painting mothers is basically just trying something else. For me, it's when I started the project, I realized that I had nightmares of things that can happen, and then I realized that it's just I'm stepping into something a little bit bigger than me here, and very consciously. It's not something that I do, and it was very fast. So there's no force here. Actually, the whole planning of it was in one go. It was basically in one day everything happened. So in one day we had to talk, and then the day after that we had a meeting with artisans from Russia, and on the evening I met a group of Ukrainian women, and they offered to help me now to fulfill at least the Ukrainian part. With the Russian part, we're still in dialogues there. Yes, I don't know if it's clear what I'm saying.
So you mentioned a few questions, few things that are very interesting. So, for instance, I would like to ask you if you can talk about something that is more or less related to the idea of the body, because what you do is painting bodies.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a new way. Sometimes it's just the body as it comes with the clothes. But you are also making the association of the mother as a body,
yeah,
and also the land as a body when you talk about the motherland.
Yeah.
So do you think, have you thought about this idea of the land, what the land represents in relationship with the body?
No, it's something that is for me very clear, and it's something that it gets clearer and clearer. In association, we all know that everybody's going to die one day, but we never think that that's for me. I never thought about it, but everybody that I know, everybody that I thought I knew, everybody that they knew, everybody around me, that everything came out of a vagina. Everything. You see a person and you don't think, he was born, he was 9 months or 8 months in a belly, and then he just came out in a certain way. After sometimes pains of years and hours and blah, blah, blah. And there's so much energy invested in that, and it's something that I see. And the same thing with if you say the land, we all come from the one land. We all come from like this earth that we have here. We all come from that, and we live off that. We live off that. This is something that I think. This is something that the more I'm aware of it, I never think about myself. I never think about another person that he needs also an apple to survive. He also needs the bread, and he also needs the table and whatever. All those stuff. It's really interesting that it just. And through this project, I have the feeling, or since I started this project, of course, when I initiated the idea was, it was basically a marketing idea. But the more I get into that, there's like so much. It's the common human being. Being a human being means coming out of the mother, coming out of earth. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a symbol or an idea. I'm looking for human beings. And I think with approaching to this topic that I look at mothers and the motherland, I'm just taking something very big, and it's like I come from Israel, and to fight for the country motherland is something very honorable, blah blah blah. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's not only bullshit in Russia, it's bullshit everywhere. Everywhere that you say that you're fighting for a motherland is bullshit. Because we have only one mother. We all come from this earth. We all come from a mother. And now I get emotional. Because it's unbelievable, the simplicity of it. It's not an idea. It's simple. It's so simple. But we have these ideas that it needs to be bigger and to give titles to it, and waves our stupid little flag. Fuck the flag. Every asshole should get a flag. Give them flags by the millions. But we all come from the same shit, and to show that, I think that so the main idea is actually to show that. To show when you have mothers from Russia, and they will all be naked, and you have mothers from the Ukraine, and they will all be naked in one room, and painted, of course. And they won't have the name, they won't have the origin of the mothers. Then what does it mean, really? It doesn't mean anything. Those are naked women, and those are naked women. From different ages, and from different ages. Some of them will be pretty, some of them won't. Some will be with big boobies, and some of them will be with small ones. All of them will have a vagina, and all of them had children coming out of them. All of them had this pregnancy, all of them had the creation around them, but that's it. There's nothing more to that. And yet this is it. This is what we are. This is it. This is it. There's nothing more. There's no more than that. Yeah.